Ahoy there! It's been a while, sorry about that. I had a bit of a break that I think I might have mentioned, and then a little break turned into a bigger break, and then it turned into a couple of months, and so yeah, I haven't been here for a while. But it's been really good. It's been really good for me to have a couple of months off. I never wanted the project to be to get on top of me and for me to start to hate the boat. So, and that's definitely not happened, so that's good. But I've had a break. I've been able to do a bunch of other things. Me and Bertie have been away bike packing. And we cycled off into the countryside and had had a bit of time camping, and also I've seen friends and I've relaxed and I've kind of shielded myself from the chaos and the kind of difficulties of the world. But anyway, so I've had a good break. But then I've got the itch to crack on with the project, and we've got so much done. We seem to be really far away still, but we're actually getting quite close. And I guess like all of the kind of pieces that I'm bringing together are slowly starting to kind of coalesce into a proper boat. So the things we're going to get on with. The first thing is to fit the new hatch. And that's I'm not ready to do that just yet, but I've got a bit further towards that goal this week, which I'll show you next. And then I'm going to make a little steel subframe floor or floor supports for the front section, which didn't have one beforehand. So initially it doesn't have one because this was outside of the cargo area. This is probably a little storage thing or something like that. And so I'm going to make that steel. I'm also then going to put the floor down, and then I'm going to start lining, and that's that kind of section, and then I can make the bedroom and the bathroom. And then the forward section, I'm hoping to have a bit of a working party in September. So I'm hoping to get a bunch of friends together so we can just kind of whip through it and get it all done really, really quickly. Because I'd like to get finished before winter. I say finished. What I mean by finished is I'd like the boat lined and I'd like some different rooms. And it means then I can put in all of the electrics. I can get the heating system working for the winter. I can put all of the, hang the radiators up, all that kind of stuff. And then I can work room by room. So the first room I'm going to work on is the bathroom, of course. But it's a much easier proposition working on a small room than it is working on a massive boat. And I think like every time I do a job, it's at scale. So if I need to paint the ceiling, I need to paint miles of ceiling rather than just a little bit. So that's the plan. I'm really glad to see you again, and thanks for sticking with me. Thanks for all of your lovely messages while I've been away. I've been reading those and I've really appreciated those. But yeah, we've got jobs to do, so I think we should crack on with those. So let's go. So a couple of months ago we finished off this hatch liner, and here I am just trying to fit it into the ceiling, just making sure it all fits okay. It does fit really well, but I just need to extend the ceiling a little bit. So we're just going to cut this board and then fit that. So then this little piece can fit in quite nicely, with a bit of persuasion. And that takes up the gap perfectly. So one thing you might notice is I never actually finished painting this end of the deck head, so let's do that quickly now. Don't worry, I know it's a really bad paint job, but actually this is just the first coat of primer and it's just to cover the wood. So what does a goth laundry day look like? So it might look like I'm blurring this parcel out here, but I'm not. It's just some dirt on the lens. But anyway. Whenever I'm opening a parcel, Bertie always comes to help because you never know, it might be full of treats. Oh, bad luck, Bert. It's full of LED lights. So this has a surround so it can be surface mounted, but I'm not going to use these. I'm just going to flush mount them straight into the deck head. I bought some bright ones and some slightly less bright ones for different areas of the boat. So if you've been watching for a little while, you know I like to go and womble around and find little things. And I found all of these planters. I've been looking for something to build a little herb garden or something for quite a while because I buy quite a lot of herbs and they're really expensive. So these fit perfectly, and it means they're not sitting on the deck, so they're not making the deck wet. As you can tell, I'm not a gardener, so I just slammed all the seeds in, then gave them a really good soaking with Thames river water. So I think that's all we've got time for this week, but it's really good to be back anyway, and really good to be getting on with some jobs. And so yeah, next time we'll try and fit the hatch surround or the hatch liner, and then there's a possibility there might be a little road trip, but we'll see you next week if that comes off. So anyway, I hope you're well, and thanks again for all your messages while I've been away, and yeah, and I'll see you next time for some more jobs.